Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having the best Friday ever. If this is your first time on my channel, my name is Sebastian and I welcome you guys with open arms. Bitch, I was not gonna sing, don't worry. I just took a shower, aka concert, bitch. I was literally living my best Cheetah Girls, Hillary Duff, 90s, 2000, early 2000s life. You would think I was live in motherfucking Madison Square Garden, bitch. I even do sound check before, okay? Like when I'm taking off my clothes, I pretend I'm in the sound check and I'm, going up the stage and security guards, assistants, everyone around me. We do a prayer, bitch. Me and the towels, we do a prayer. And then I step into that and I'm like, there's a time when we all choose to either quit or follow through, to just lose faith or trust your heart to somehow lead you through the dark. We're not the only one who's dreaming, who needs help to carry on. We might get lonely, but we're not alone. We are sisters, we stand together. Cheetah girls, cheetah sisters. Yeah, that was like my slowed down remix. Like I start off really dramatic and then I just fucking pump it up. Anyways, you guys, welcome back to my channel. As you guys can see, a bit of a motherfucking mess, but that's okay because you know what? So are you, so am I, so is my next door neighbor, so is the upstairs neighbor, bitch, okay? So if you want a messy best friend who you can kind of have fun with, not kind of, bitch, you can have a lot of fun and you can be yourself, feel safe, build a beautiful community together, bitch, I got you. Okay, so listen, we have to talk. Drew Monson is back and listen, I have to say, wow. Honestly, wow. I mean, I really recommend you guys watching this video. It came out yesterday. Sorry, 2 days ago. And it has almost 1 million views. What he talked about, how honest and open he was, is so refreshing to see on YouTube. He did go in and talk about these years that he was off YouTube. It was because he just was not feeling okay. And he, last year, went cold turkey. He stopped taking his medication that he's been on since he was 12. And he said that for a very long time, he was just numb. And he was just feeling kind of like, yeah, just kind of numb. It's so refreshing to see. I mean, look, of course, his girl, I have something in my eye, bitch. Of course he has his humor, right? He's all over the place. He's a mess too, bitch. He is a damn mess. But he goes on these like tangents, and me too. Like I love it. So I totally, I'm cool with it. But he does a very good way of talking about very serious things and then instantly make a joke about something else. So it's not that heavy for everyone. He talks about how he understands that everyone had a very rough time last year and that so he's no one to complain. He says that a lot of the tea videos that he sees or that he's seen of himself, he cannot believe it's him and this is where it comes in. He talks about the old videos that he's in that he sometimes has a hard time believing it's him. So much that he said he went into his closet and saw his 100K subscriber plaque from YouTube. And then he believed it was him. One thing, you guys, that, and that sort of makes me believe that I mean, listen, I'm just guessing, but he says that the person he was back then is not the person he is now. He did talk a lot about that he might spill tea. And I think this was maybe his way of spilling tea in a sense, saying like, what you guys saw in the past, he did a lot of videos mainly with Shane. What you saw in the past is not me. And I think that's a very smart way of him sort of disengaging and separating himself from the past that he did with Shane or by himself, or even, you know, he did a lot of videos, and he was in the crew with Shane, you know, there was him and Garrett. Um, so, and for a very long time, you know, Trisha, Drew, Shane did so many videos together. I mean, so many. If you go look at Trisha's old videos, there, Drew is everywhere in there. The one thing that he said that, my God, it really just honestly touched me so much was, he said, I will die if, okay, so basically, he's saying that he's making an effort in a way to love himself and to accept himself and to not be so hard on himself. And he said, I will die if I don't at least make an attempt to love myself. And he repeated that quite a lot. I think that is such an important message to relay, bitch, I don't know. But it's a very important message for the public, because there's a lot of people who deal with self-hatred and sabotage and you know, self-loathing and all these things, because obviously we are not, it's easier to be horrible to ourselves, and then, you know, the way we are with others is like amazing. I've said this many times on my channel, the amount of love and support and advice and patience I have with others, I don't have with myself. So seeing somebody like Drew overcome a lot, and knowing that if he doesn't make an attempt, then, you know, it won't be a good outcome for him. I think it's a beautiful thing, and I think that it's going to make a big impact to a lot of people who are feeling that way. So I am super proud of him to come back. He says he's not sure what type of videos he's gonna make. So I guess he is announcing his comeback. I think he saw yesterday's reaction, or I think post that Shane posted, that he's kind of planning on coming back. So I think Drew was like, girl, let me get on this before he comes back, because then they're gonna think we're connected, and I don't want any part of it. There is no, he never mentioned Shane. He just mentioned a lot his past, but his past involves Shane Dawson a lot. So who knows what the future holds for Drew, but I hope he does find this self-love that he really desperately is seeking and really working hard on doing. He says, you know, all this time off, he joked about how the internet was sort of painting an image of who Drew is, and you know, spreading like rumors and stuff, and yeah, like painting an image of him, and that some of the tea videos have more views than his last video. So he thought that was interesting, and you know, I think there's no better person to talk about yourself than yourself. So I think Drew coming back is a great thing. I hope that he is every day close to self-love and self-acceptance. I know that a lot of us have to work on that, and I think it's a very normal thing to work on. And I think it's a beautiful thing when you accept that it's time for you to be nice with yourself, to yourself. You know, I think we all have that, and I think it's time to give us our little love. You know what I mean? Like, literally hug yourself a little bit and say, like, you know what, bitch, you're really trying. You know, you're really trying, and when you don't try, it's okay too. Give that same advice you give to your best friend. Give that same advice you give to everyone around you. You know, love yourself a little bit, and don't just use yourself for sexual pleasure, bitch, okay? Love yourself too. Heart to heart, bitch. So, you know, I don't think there's going to be any Drew Shane content coming soon. I think Drew should stick to whatever it is that he wants to do. And I think, you know, people are going to love and accept him. And you obviously can tell with the views. I mean, I think he's going to do good. And, I hope he finds his place, and I hope he finds self-love. So, are you excited to see Drew back on YouTube? Let me know in the comments. I hope you guys are having a good Friday. You know, I honestly think that Fridays used to excite me so much when I was a kid, and now I'm just like, okay, girl, hey, Friday. Like, back then there was TGIF Fridays. I think it was on ABC, and all the great shows. This was like for the 90s kids. All the great shows were on, like Sabrina the Teenage Witch, like Clueless, Family Matters, like all these like really old amazing shows. And I would always look forward to it. But I would also always look forward to, because every Friday there was a new original Disney Channel movie. So it was like Xenon, the Girl of the 21st Century, Cadet Kelly, The 13th Year, Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire, just Brink, just so many freaking movies that I just love. So if you are a big Disney Channel original movie fan, on Disney Plus, they have every single one they've made. So it is definitely a good investment if you guys want to do that. So anyways, let me know what you think in the comments below about Drew's comeback. Do you think that there's going to be any Shane Dawson videos or content coming up with Drew? I love you guys so much. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you guys later. Mwah.